Welcome in, fellow travelers. I'm Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a reading for our fire sign, Aries. Welcome in, Aries. Aries, you are ruled by the planet Mars, which is a planet of sexual expression and aggression. Your dual nature is to assert your individuality courageously, yet you can be competitive and headstrong. Your desire is to trailblaze. You are the frontline leaders. Your mantra is I am. So welcome into you. Glad to have you here, Aries. Welcome in, cross watchers. You may be connected to, energetically or physically, in a relationship with an Aries. You are here to find out what's going on with your person. So please feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. Time is fluid, so anytime you came across this message and you were drawn into it, was the time that you were meant to hear it. So be open to that process. You and I are working together. We got 3? No, 4 is too many. You and I are working together at a quantum level. Energies are working together to bring a message to you for the highest atonement of your soul growth and soul evolution. As the micro, so the macro. So use your discernment, practice your intuitive hits, listen to that intuitive knowing, that inner knowing. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If something doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. This just might not be the reading for you this week. And if you like the content being shared, support for the channel is wonderful to help it grow. So like and subscribe so that other Aries may get the messages that might be needed for them as well. It's the only way to get exposure on YouTube. So appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Let's see where we go with you, Aries. So your theme coming in, we have the Tower and we have the Ten of Cups. Boy, that's two opposite energies. That's complete opposite energies. So the highs are high and the lows are low. Definitely. This could be smashing away an illusion. Ten of Cups sometimes is about an illusion or illusions. But we'll see where we go with you. This is obviously two very opposing energies. Very opposing. I'm thinking more it's swinging, the pendulum swinging back and forth to extremes. The highs are highs and the lows are lows. So let's see where we go with you, Aries. This is messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for those watching, please. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for Aries, please. Mars. Sun, Venus, and Rising. Thank you. Alright, Aries, here we go. Your overall energy is the Ace of Wands. So you've got some sort of inspired action going here. Some sort of drive. This is kind of the catalyst, the matchstick that gets things moving. Your situation. Woo, the Fountain. Wow. That's some powerful energy. That's waking up. That's seeing the bigger picture. That's being called. Infinite possibilities. Infinite potential. The energies are here for you. They're here for you if you want to take them. Your opportunity. 9 of Pentacles. It's about getting in touch with yourself. This is about your own self-worth, your own value. This is a very independent type of energy that is working on your own innate and internal structures. What the universe is co-creating with you, change, Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter, luck and expansion are on your side. This could also be about cycles, because remember our theme, the highs are really high and the lows are really low. We'll see where we go with that. Energies that surround you that you might not be aware of. 6 of Wands. Wanting something better. Moving towards something that's more fulfilling. Moving towards something that gives you value, that gives you worth. Energies coming in. Knight of Swords. This could be an idea. This could be a message. This could be taking action towards some sort of theory you've come up with. Energies that are fading away. Death. Transformation already hit. That's probably why the 6 of Wands is here. You're coming up out. You're coming up out. Things are getting ready to change. Because you got the Tower. Things being completely dismantled and disrupted. And you got the 10 of Cups. So the only when you're down like that low, there's only one way to go. Up. How you're showing up in this situation? 4 of Coins. You could feel rather like you're hanging on for dear life. Maybe just staying grounded, staying in your spot, not moving, not making any decisions. Maybe there's just too much going on around you, so you're just staying in the center of what you know, where you feel protected and safe. What's right in front of you that you need to contend with? Some sort of clarity and truth. Some sort of awareness. Your hopes and fears. 8 of Swords. Your own self-imprisonment. Your own guilt. Your own shame. The stories that you tell yourself. Maybe you're feeling like you're not going to be able to overcome. Maybe you feel like you can't see a way out. And your outcome. 5 of Wands. Those are your obstacles. And the Knight of Wands. That's your opportunity. So the obstacles are your opportunity to bring yourself out. To get past the self-doubt. The obstacles are your opportunity. See them as an inspiration. Because you've got the fountain here as your situation. So think of it like a tree. The tree's roots go deep. You got to go down to come up. You got to go in to come out. So let's see where we go with this for you, Aries. Let's find out what this fountain is. What is the fountain here for Aries? Clarify the fountain. At the 4 of Cups, so there's some sort of resistance. Maybe there's resistance to expansion. We got healing, the Star. We got the 9 of Cups. We got the 2 of Wands. I think you're being offered an opportunity here. I think that maybe you don't know what it is, or you're just resistant to it. This is a chance to heal and expand. You might be holding back because you are sitting in what you think is your comfort zone. 9 of Cups. You might be holding back from trying to evolve, learn some lessons, some growth, go through some growth pains, because you got the 2 of Wands here, right? The 2 of Wands is about you can either stay in your comfort zone or you can take a risk, right? And the risk doesn't come without having to, there's a cost. There's always a cost, at least in this world. There's always a cost to that risk. I think that you are really contemplating about, maybe in your head, about what seems reasonable and logical, as opposed to what seems like more irrational. You can't see it. You maybe feel it, but you can't see it, so why go there, right? You need to taste, touch, feel, smell, like in reality, the senses. And I think you're being guided to expand beyond that and really maybe get past some of your thought processes or your projections or maybe the way that you see things. Because right now, it's like you're sitting in your 9 of Cups, like you're in your comfort zone. You're in your comfort zone. I think you're being asked to come out of there. Because there's something bigger for you. That space needs to be cleared. So let's see what the 9 of Coins is. That is a very independent spirit. It's crossed over the Ace of Wands. So that's like the catalyst, getting things moving. We got Judgment. We got 4 of Swords. Yeah, you're being called. You're being called to come up out of your slumber. There may be things that are known that you think are known that aren't really known. Or that you think are as they are, only because that's your perception and that's all the experiences you've known. There's other experiences that the universe is trying to guide you to. Because with Judgment and the 4 of Swords and the Fountain, there's a bigger picture here, one that you're not seeing. Give me one more, please. Seven of Coins, 7 of Pentacles. I think this has been pushing you for quite a while. I think there's patience here. There's been a lot of patience. There's also been a lot of waiting. I think maybe you've been back and forth between this a little bit to the extreme. Something might happen to kind of jar you, but you always go back to what you know is your comfort. Like you kind of seem to not wanting to be exploring that area. Maybe because you might be alone for a while. Maybe because you don't want to go through some of the grief. Maybe because it's unknown to you. But this 7 of Pentacles, this is about like looking at your universe. So you're in this 9 of Cups type of energy, okay? You're being kind of guided to look at your universe, your reality, and see where the fruits of your efforts, where are they coming out? Where do you see that you are evolving? Where do you see that you are excelling? Where do you see that things are giving back, right? Like give and take. The seeds that you planted, the things that you've put forth in your life. It's kind of like a life review. What's coming up that's giving back in such a way to like open you up? Because you seem to be okay in this 9 of Cups. Seem to be okay in this 9 of Pentacles. You might have, there might be a little bit of stubbornness going on here with you. And now things are going to, like, the pendulum's going to start swinging a little bit more. Because it's been swinging kind of softly to kind of push you along. And now it seems like it's going to get more extreme. So let's see what the Wheel of Fortune is. This is what the universe is trying to work on with you. This is about change. This is about expansion. This is Jupiter energy. This could also be about cycles, patterns. Clarify this, please. We got the Page of Coins, so looking for new opportunities. New connections. We got the Queen of Coins. There's another one here. We got the Nine of Swords. I mean, this kind of tells me that the universe is trying to work with you on learning something new about yourself, because there seems to be the reason that things don't seem to be evolving is because of fear, some kind of deep-seated fear. And it's like every time something moves forward, like maybe you get a glimpse or you get kind of a hint or kind of a notice about maybe yourself, something new about yourself. It's like fear kind of takes over and you kind of go back to what's comfortable and what's known to you. And I see this more as like a pattern of cycles and behaviors. So it's like you're craving expansion, you're craving creativity, you're craving newness, aspiration, imagination, creation. And in order to do that, it's like you need to go through another portal. Because it's not going to come from the same lifestyle or life thought process or life pattern that you've done up until now. It needs breath of fresh air. It needs new energy. And I think you keep trying to create or make things new or do things differently from the same safe place that you've always done it. And that comes from a deep sense of fear. Because when you got the Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles here, this is about like you're learning new things. You're learning new things, but nothing really ever seems to kind of take off or expand into like this new adventure. Or evolving, or giving back the way things should be giving back. That could be why there's such extreme here, with the either you're really up or you're really down. You're trying to pull yourself out of this. But you're pulling yourself out of this with the same tactics that have been done in the past. And the opportunity here, because you got judgment, that's coming, like it's coming up of like there's some things that need to be healed. Fear, self-talk. There's some things that need to be healed, and by looking at what's showing up in your life, that's going to give you a clue or a sign about what needs to be healed. So let's see what this Knight of Swords is. This is energies coming in. So this is some kind of idea, some kind of message of truth, some kind of clarity. Can you please clarify what the Knight of Swords is, please? What is the Knight of Swords? Clarify the Knight of Swords, please. It's too many. Got the Hangman coming out. We got the King of Pentacles, or King of Coins. And we got the Lovers. That's air energy coming in. And the Moon wanted to come out too. So, you may be stuck. You may have a mindset of looking outside of yourself for something to validate or bring you your 10 of Cups or your 9 of Cups, right? You're looking for something outside yourself, or you're looking at things of the material world, things that show up, right? That's your comfort zone, and it's coming through in relationships that you choose, the Lovers. You should be able to see some of the things. It's mirroring, the relationships are mirroring back to you what needs to be healed inside of you, right? Because you got the Moon. It's revealing the secrets. So there's a thought process that you're stuck in, Hangman. There's a thought process that you're stuck in that has to do either with material wealth or material abundance or how things look on the outside. And it's showing up in relationships. What needs to be healed is showing up in your relationships. And there's a pattern and a cycle that's going on here. Again, the highs are way high and the lows are way low. And this is causing you to resist expansion. Your opportunity is to look within yourself. 9 of Coins. You also have the Queen of Coins up here in what the universe is trying to help you with. This is about self-reflection and self-analyzation. This is about, because right on top of you, you got Judgment. This is really about reconsidering, renewing, refocusing, This could also be about relearning a lesson. Like the lesson keeps showing up. The lesson keeps showing up because it needs to be healed within you. 4 of Swords. So looking at what is manifesting in your life. Because it seems to be going around and around in circles. And it's driven by fear. So almost like for every step forward, there's 10 steps backwards. You're either way over here or you're way over here, right? And it's about finding that balance. So let's find out what this 4 of Coins is, because that's about hanging on. It's about not releasing. That's not letting go of something out of fear. It's almost like hoarding. So let's see what that is with the 4 of Coins. Clarify, please, the 4 of Coins for Aries. What is the 4 of Coins here for? Clarify what the 4 of Coins is about. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the 9 of Cups. Could be dealing with another fire sign. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or somebody who has a lot of fire energy. Yeah, that's a devil. So you could be dealing with somebody who's very charismatic, right? King of Wands. Somebody who is very charming, knows all the right things to say, is fiery, is passionate. There's a lot of desire here. They make you feel like you're in La La Land, or they make you feel like you're on top of the world because there's an unhealthy attachment here, the devil, right? And you're stuck. 4 of Coins, you're hanging on for dear life almost. Whenever the devil shows up, this could be about codependence. This could be about trauma bonding. This could be about real emotional dependent attachments. Like you're saying you're not dependent on that person for your happiness or your 9 of Cups, but whether that person would be there or not there would not affect your emotions. This is like going through withdrawal when that person's not around, right? Because it's an addiction. You know, this could be the empath narcissist dynamic going on. It's a lot. This is like that searing when things aren't working or aren't going the way of this, like 10 of Cups, like complete bliss and happiness. You've gone all the way to the other side. Complete depression. And it's all dependent on how this person behaves or how this person acts or how this person shows up. There is a lot of self-defeating talk going on here. This is about your self-worth, your self-value. And if you're getting it from somebody outside of yourself, then you're not living your truth, you're living somebody else's truth. Because if the only way that you can feel on top of the world is when everything in the connection is going right, or going the way that you project it to be right, or going the way that you think that it should be right or look like, then that's not your truth. Because your truth should just be your truth no matter who's in your life. So let's see what the King of Swords is. This is getting down to the nitty-gritty. This is like, King of Swords is like the judge and the jury. This is about keen awareness. This is about just doing what's right. So clarify what this is, please. Got the 7 of Swords. We got the 4 of Swords. And we got the 7 of Cups. Well, the 7 of Swords is about deception. So it's seeing clearly the deception. Seeing clearly, the 7 of Swords is about, you know, lying, cheating, stealing, not being forthright, wearing a mask, you know, all those things that the King of Wands is so good at doing. This has to be healed. 4 of Swords. The deception has to be healed. Because there's more choices and opportunities out there for you. That's getting down to the truth of this. That's what the cards are saying, the clarity. And so for your outcome, you've got some obstacles to overcome. You've got some obstacles to overcome, but that's your opportunity. Because this is driven by fear, and this is driven by lack of knowing who you are. By lack of knowing who you are. But transformation, death and transformation is getting ready to leave, which means that this is probably in some way already taking place just because of the pendulum swings, that at some point it's just gonna wear itself out, right? Because there's only so many times you can go around the circle before it just collapses. So that's the good news. So in the extended, I am going to look at other fire energies, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm going to look at earth energies, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm going to get a little bit more on this outcome for you. I'm going to look at what the Six of Wands is. This is the energy that surrounds you that you might not be aware of. This is rising up, wanting something better. I'm going to get actions and advice for you. And then for those of you not going on, I will get a message to you of divine guidance from your oversoul. Messages to you, divine guidance from your oversoul. This is for Aries. There's definitely things hidden in these relationships that you're not seeing. You need a new perspective. You need a new perspective, new mindset, new way of seeing and doing and being. That's what death is. It's in your reading. Transformation. You're being called. You got the infinity. This one hardly ever comes out in any of the readings. This is you're being called. You're being called. So this is a time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. This could be taking place in your personal life, in relationships, in business, or a career. You do have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. That's your 7, there you go. That's your 7 of Cups right here. And where else do we see that? Expansion. Oh, the infinity card. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself. There's your 7 of Coins. Look closely. Are there people in my life whom I can express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. Traditionally, in the tarot, this is the Death card, which is right here in your reading. So pretty powerful stuff here for you, Aries. Pretty powerful stuff. Goes along with the new moon, right? Goes along with the lunar eclipse. That is about seeing things in a different light, releasing and purging and saying goodbye to an old way of being and doing, and accepting the unexpected. So that's what I have for you this week. I hope this helped. Until next time, I wish you the peace that passes all understanding. For those of you going on, the link is below, and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.